Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Doris Ojake, and on this channel I share information about sonography in the UK, education, work, career, and growth. Of course, I like money, so I'm always talking about something about money. How can we get more money? Like, I want this work-life balance. I don't know how I'll do it, but I have to do. You and I will have to do this work-life balance. Like, it has to balance. Like, I need to be driving somewhere with my husband, and I also need to be like, oh, I'm a dope sonographer. Like, this, you need to balance somehow. All right, so let's go ahead on this video today. Let me look at my notes. Sorry, I'm excited. I love talking about money. So on this video, we're having a breakdown on the cost of pursuing an MSc or in ultrasound here in the UK. All right, so we'll dive into the world of pursuing an MSc here, and whether you're considering the career or you just want to know, maybe for a sibling or someone, or maybe you're thinking about it and you're like, the weirdest transition I've seen to ultrasound field is somebody from a law background. Like, I was shocked. I'm like, what? Why are you all in the ultrasound space? What's going on? Like, what's going on? Okay, so if you're thinking you're considering that you an MSc, right, in ultrasound, that is like the quickest way to transition from any career. By getting an MSc in ultrasound, it's very easy to transition. Like, most of the sonographers here in the UK, they left from radiography, then an MSc in ultrasound, or a postgraduate study in ultrasound. Like, I have a video on the different kind of routes you could take in the postgraduate study, MSc, PG set, PGD. Like, watch that video and get more information on that. Okay, now, if you are interested in that, now this video is interesting. Like, I'm just excited. I'm excited talking about money. Okay, let's get into it. Now, the first thing is the tuition, of course. The first thing is the tuition. Now, for domestic student, let's get right straight into it. For domestic student, you're looking at from 7,000 to 15,000. Now, this is a study I've done for 20 schools, like 5 in the UK, then 5 in England, no, London in particular, 5 in London in particular, and then 5 outside of London, that's England in general, and then the rest was around UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland. So this was from about 15 to 20 schools that I did this survey. And for domestic students, the fees ranges from £7,000 to £15,000. Okay. Now, for international students, it ranges from £11,000 to £30,000. Now, the difference in both for both domestic student and international student is because of the different courses and the different schools. Yes, they some people are just like, we deserve to be paid more. Some people are just like, we deserve to be paid more. So now, that is the money. And also, it also depends on the course of study you're taking. You might be taking a PG set for musculoskeletal. That is different. You might be taking a PG set for echocardiography. That is different. So all this, the different courses and the different routes you're taking will affect your fee structure. So check with your individual schools that you're applying to know the fee structure and everything. And if you check the websites, you know how the installment that they take. Some people take 2 installments, some people take 3 installments, and some people demand an upfront payment. So you need to get all that from your school of interest website. Now, the next cost is the living expense. Now, if you're interested in studying in the UK, the general overview is from £800 to £1,500, depending on where you live. Now, if you're living in London, think the higher side, okay, and more. Please, and more. I live in London, so please, and more. Think the higher side and more, because to get a place in London to live alone, a single room, is from 650, and if you're getting anything lower than 650, spare room says if it's too good to be true, then it's not true. So do your research very well, because the first most expensive, that's the top budget on expense, is rent. So if you're able to cut down on rent as much as you can, then you could be able to bring down towards the 800 mark. Okay, because this will include your rent, your transportation, which is a big deal, and feeding, of course. And also, you need to consider other additional costs. Now, other additional costs when it comes to education, we're looking at your books, we're looking at study material, we're looking at equipment, we're looking at possible even clinical placements, right? They might need you to pay for some clinical placements or to get professional expertise. So you need to consider all that, and even travel to those clinical sites. Okay, you need to consider all that. And maybe you might need like a lab jacket, you might need scrubs, you might, these things that you need to consider. So try to budget around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds per year, okay, for that travel, right? For that additional cost, like including the book travel or placement site or everything. Now, another additional expense that you should consider is your registration. If you're not watched my video about if you need to register as a sonographer to practice in the UK, you should be considering HCPC or RCT, then please let me know. Now, RCT is a little bit complicated because it's like kind of a voluntary something with SOR. Now, I'm just throwing acronyms around. Anyway, if you're getting any value so far, just leave me a comment down below and say yes. All right, so I know I'm on the right track, but I should make a video on how to register with RCT. It's complicated and I don't fully understand it myself. And as you know, I'm sharing information of things that I am currently going through, and I'm learning, and I'm sharing it with you so that you know what to do and you're more informed than I was, rather than just diving in, and you have no idea the stress I'm going through with the SCPC right now and the RCT at all that. But I will give you all the information so you are more prepared and more aware. Now, in as much as all this will cost this amount of money, because so far you should be thinking about this amount of money, right? If you're considering to get an MSc, right, to follow a postgraduate study in ultrasound here in the UK. Now, in as much as it will cost this amount of money, all right, you should consider financial aids and scholarships. Every institution will have it. Every university will have some kind of financial aid and scholarship for domestic students, for international students. So consider, explore the different options and see which you are eligible for. Okay, now that aside, another way you could get financial aid is by being creative and offering your time for money. Yeah, we offer time for money. And as you know, I always have details on whatever it comes to money. I'm excited. Have you ever seen a video where I'm this excited? No. When it comes to money, I'm balancing work-life balance. Oh God, I need more money. So what I advise is to get more money as a student, you could try meal prepping for families. Okay, so families or individuals, some people don't have the time, but they have the money to help to spend to get more food in your fridge. So you could try meal prepping, like you go to church gathering. Like you should belong to a community first of all. Like don't come to the UK and isolate. Belong to a community, and while you are here, meet people and like, okay, I can meal prep for you for this number of hours per week for this amount of money. It will help me. I'm trying to get some books from school. Don't be ashamed to sell yourself. Like you can do this because you need this, and this is the value you're providing for them, and you would like to pay this amount of money. Negotiate and talk. Like if they have friends, or maybe they don't need the service at that time, they might know someone who needs the service and are willing to pay you for that time. So in a short hour, in a short span of time, like 3 hours per week or 4 hours per week, you could get £50, you could get £60. Like you could do this and just get some money that will help you to cover your transport costs, feeding costs, maybe even more. And you still have time to study, and still have time if you need to put more time in for your clinical expertise and everything. Okay, so I think that is that, but I'm sure there is a lot more that is involved, like when it comes to dressing. Like here in the UK, you have to change your wardrobe. It's not a matter of lifestyle or in my country we say show. No, it's not a matter of show. Like you have to, there's no how you're wearing summer clothes in winter, and there's no how you're wearing winter clothes in summer because you just burn and melt. So you have to, so that's an expense that I need to consider before you thinking about schooling in the UK. Now, if you are international student, and another additional cost is the visa cost and everything, and you're also required to pay an upfront amount of the school fees. Okay, so consider all that before you're applying, and you should be watching my last video before you're even thinking of schooling here in the UK when it comes to ultrasound. Now, you need to remember that this course might seem daunting, but do not give up on your dreams if that's what you want. Because if you're a sonographer and you have a BSc or an associate degree, it's important that you continue study. Like there's always so much to learn. It's really amazing, as there's really so much to learn. Sometimes I pick a book up and I'm looking about lymph nodes. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this. Someone did lymph node. No, I didn't know this. And you see new techniques and you meet new people in the field. It's really interesting if you want to learn something, right? So I know the course might be daunting, like if you're working and you have to do this, like especially for international students. overall is good. It helps you become a better professional. It helps you if you're looking to transition into ultrasound field. And there's more money. After that, there's more money, and you could like travel anywhere. An MSc in the UK is a good solid education, right? It's a good solid education that could transition you to Australia, to US, to Canada, anywhere you want to transition to. It will help you, and it will also help bridge the gap between the registration. Usually, those who have their foundation only in sonography and MSc, a postgraduate studies, will help you bridge the gap with the registration. I cannot do HCPC. I can do HCPC. I cannot do HCPC. I can register with RCT. It will just help you get an equilibrium that will like help you build on a more stable foundation your career as you go on. All right, I think that is that. And if you found this video useful, okay, you know what to do. Just tell me a yes down in the comment section, and I'll know that yes, I was this was something good that you needed. Okay, all right. Enjoy your life. Be happy. Be merry. Au revoir and hi. Don't forget to subscribe, like,